Hello everyone and welcome to my channel.
Somewhere in the back of our minds, we all know we're going to die. Even further back in our minds, we have a vague understanding that death can happen to us at any moment, though the millions of moments that have already passed without incident may give us false optimism. 10 photographs taken right before death. We all love taking photographs, but the 10 people in these photos did not know that it was going to be their last one. They took one to cherish as their memory, but what fate had in store for them was not something that anyone thought would ever happen. Number 10. A volcanologist studying Mount St. Helens 13 hours before the volcano's blast killed him. David Johnson was a 31-year-old volcanologist who was the first to report the eruption of Mount St. Helens in Washington in 1980. He was killed shortly after reporting the eruption despite being 6 miles away from the volcano. He was hit by a lateral blast, which happens when a volcano erupts from its side rather than its summit. Number 9. Rove Bay and Cecil Skog kiss before attempting to summit K2. Rove Bay was killed later that day in an avalanche. K2, also known as Mount Godwin Austen or Shigori, is the second highest mountain in the world after Mount Everest. The Norwegian mountaineers were attempting to climb K2 when an avalanche swept Bay off the mountain. K2 is the second most dangerous mountain to climb after Annapurna. About 1 out of every 4 people who attempt K2 end up dying during the climb. Number 8. A serial killer took this photo of his victim, Regina Kay Walters, moments before her death. Regina Kay Walters, a 14-year-old girl from Illinois, was killed by the serial killer Robert Ben Rhodes, known as the Truck Stop Killer. It is believed he murdered and raped over 50 women before being convicted. Rhodes kidnapped Walters and her boyfriend, Ricky Lee Jones. He killed Jones right away, but it is believed he kept Walters for several weeks before killing her in an abandoned barn. Number 7. 2 engineers stand on a burning windmill. This picture is from Oelskensplat, the Netherlands, in 2013. This wind turbine caught fire as 2 technicians were working on it, and there really wasn't much they could do once the blaze got going. In this picture, the 2 embrace each other before one tries his luck at jumping almost 200 feet to his death. The other tried crawling down through the tube only to get trapped inside. They were 19 and 21 years old. Number 6. Final photograph of Jolie before her ex-boyfriend shot and killed her and then pushed her off a cliff. 18-year-old Jolie went for a hike with her ex-boyfriend in the mountains of Alabama. Her boyfriend shot and killed her and then threw her body over a cliff after posting several photos of her on Instagram, including this one. He turned himself in on the same day and insisted that the 2 had a suicide pact that he was unable to complete after killing Jolie. Her family disagrees. He was sentenced to 52 years in prison. Number 5. A photo of a teenage boy in a swimming pool. Moments later, he died due to shallow water blackout. Shallow water blackout can occur when someone stays underwater for too long. Their brain loses oxygen, causing them to pass out underwater and drown. This normally happens when someone is holding their breath underwater for a very long time, such as during a swimming race or while playing breath-holding games in a pool. This cause of death can happen even to very accomplished swimmers. Number 4. In this photo, a boy is seen drowning in the background. A young boy drowned while on a class trip, but his classmates failed to notice it. The boys in the front didn't notice him drowning while taking this selfie. Drowning can be very quiet and easy to miss, unlike what you see on TV. Number 3. Sidney Move posted this image to social media before being strangled on a Tinder date. The man who killed her, Aubrey Trail, falsely claimed that the death was an accident that happened during a 5-way sexual encounter gone wrong, though there is no evidence that suggests this was anything other than murder. Number 2. Charise Periwinkle, 8, is let out of Walmart by her murderer. Charise Periwinkle was shopping with her family in a Dollar General when a man, Donald James Smith, approached them and offered to buy them clothes. The family went with him to Walmart, where he then took Charise to a McDonald's nearby to get her a hamburger, but instead abducted and murdered her. Her body was recovered shortly after. Number 1. John Lennon giving the autograph that would cost him his life. John Lennon is signing an autograph for Mark David Chapman, his biggest fan, in this photograph. Chapman shot Lennon a few hours later after this picture was taken, as Lennon was returning to his apartment. As Jim McLaren famously said, live each moment like it's the last moment in your life, because none of us know when something could happen to us. So never waste a moment, as it may be the last with someone you love.
Hello everyone, my name is Ria. If you liked what you just saw, make sure to hit that subscribe button and the bell icon next to it so that you know when I post a video next. Please like the video and leave your comments below. So until next time, friends.